Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. My name is DFree. Here today we are taking a look at the Shenron Please Help Dokkan Fest announcement. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. So we're going to go ahead and go over a number of things. A lot of people are speculating whether this is coming to global first and just a little bit of stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and jump in though. A priority release on a Dokkan event is coming soon to the international version. Wow, so that must be where that's coming from. Literally, the very first line says priority release on the international version. On the overseas / international version. Yeah, that means that it's definitely coming here first is what I would say. But there is a little bit more evidence to kind of back that up. But the deal is like, not that it really matters. I mean, if there's a day or two earlier release, I mean, that's cool. You know, it doesn't really matter. But it does sound like that. I mean, it says priority release. They're getting the priority. New SSR characters can be Dokkan Awakened through this event. They are mentioning more than one character Dokkan Awakening. Okay, so there's probably going to be, of course, the main card. By the way, if you're wondering what this is the, I'm going to say it's Gohan and Goten, but it's the Family Kamehameha Trio. You may know them as this type of stuff. So here's an example. Obviously, these were 3 individual units. This is a Dokkan Awakening Trio card that can go LR, which is a whole other thing I'm going to talk about in a moment. So that being said, yeah. So multiple cards coming, probably a side Trunks or maybe a Videl or something like that. A new Broly, non-festival exclusive, make it happen. Okay, the power of bonds that can call forth miracles. Reign victorious in a fierce battle against the brothers who inherited the title of the strongest. Who exactly are the strongest brothers? Please stay tuned for more event details. 2 new SSR characters can be Dokkan Awakened with the Dokkan Awakening medals obtained from the event. Don't miss out on the Dokkan event that will have its first release on the international version. There again, they are saying it's coming to the global version first. They're literally saying it. So I'm not sure where the debate is, but I mean, like, that's why they literally say priority. Coming first. Okay. Anyways, I hadn't read this. I had read a lot of the debate first, which is why I didn't know. But we're going to talk about that in just a moment. So, who exactly... wait, by the way, who inherited the title of the strongest? Obviously, this is a really cheeky way to say this is because Goku is the one with the title of the strongest and they're brothers and yada yada. So you may be wondering why this is coming. Well, the thing about this is it's coming out for Goku Day. And I believe on 5/8, 5/9, and 5/10... generally are Goku, Gohan, and Goten days. So those characters get celebrated, and since that's the case, this is like the most amazing thing you can do, you know, dropping a card with all 3 of them in it. But I do want to point out that I don't know how the finished product will be because they're supposed to have an active skill, which is a whole other thing. Another side topic is, could we see the return of to be released on global? I don't think so. Active skill should come, and I'll also say Kid Goku might come before the anniversary as well, on a side note. But another thing that, as far as that's concerned, is it really depends on whether or not they're going to put Goku's name in the card. If they don't, then this unit has possibility to at least pick up Hybrid Saiyans and just different things like that. But it'll be a really, really cool thing to see. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the talk. So my boy Truth was like, he was talking about it here. This is how I actually became aware of this. So shout out to Truth, of course. Global players are hyping themselves up for disappointment. If the Family Kamehameha LR was coming to global first, the French data miners would have mentioned that first. I expect the card on the 8th for both versions. So he also does follow up by asking Kawhi, is the banner coming early? And Kawhi says the banner is part of Goku, Gohan, and Goten Day celebration, which is coming in which is coming less than a week, 8th or 9th of the month, basically. At this point, I would be surprised if the banner coming earlier. Anyway, a couple of days won't change anything, according to me. Yeah, that's what I said. And then there's a post here that we just read from Yannick there. Yeah, like, it doesn't really matter if Global gets it a day or 2 earlier. I don't really see the problem with that, but it's looking like that's going to happen. I read the news like everyone. I think what I'm saying is that it wouldn't matter that much if the banner would come earlier by a couple of days on global because it's part of the Goku Day celebration, which is going to be celebrated on both versions. If I have more information on the next few hours or days, I'll come back with that and kind of point that out. Okay. So another reason why it could also come, or would, most likely will at this point, come earlier on the global versions because we don't celebrate Goku, Gohan, and Goten Day. Like, none of that stuff matters out here. You know, that actually matters in Japan. So they're trying to line up this stuff for those days and stuff. Like, it doesn't really matter out here. So it doesn't, there's no big deal, right? And last little thing is, this is actually newer information. I saw iSeriously tweeting about this a little bit ago, and then Kawhi recently responded. So iSeriously said it should be noted that Goku, Gohan, and Goten are celebrated on 8th, 9th, and 10th, respectively, in Japan. The event will probably come out on one of those dates there on the Japanese version. So it would not surprise me that if the advance on global, if we rely on the standards, is on the 5th. Nothing is safe. And the Kawhi says, or excuse me, Dokkaner says it should be around the 7th. So anytime between the 5th to the 7th, global should be getting the priority quote priority release of this. Okay. So I don't know any other reason why they would make it a point to really mention this if it wasn't coming here first. But again, it really doesn't matter. But just to kind of shore up that conversation, it doesn't really make any sense otherwise. So let's talk about what we can see. So they did say new characters are coming and could be Dokkan Awakened through the event. So for one, I want to talk about the fact that, like, there is a number of different characters you get. I think it would be really cool if we got another Kid Trunks. I think because we don't get a lot of those type of characters, right? So another Kid Trunks would be really, really cool. I think that he actually has a really good chance of coming, to be honest. I think he has a really, really good chance. Other than that, though, Videl getting another SSR would be dope, especially with how Kale and Khalifa's recent quote-unquote waifu cards were. But I don't think she has a good chance. And I also have in kind of, I don't want to say like the wild card, but like basically the wild card is Broly. I don't know if they have plans on dropping another festival non-exclusive Broly. They only have a couple, and one of them's like free to play. Well, there's a few. There's like 2 that are free to play, and the AGL one that's summonable. That's, you know, but I don't really know if they have plans on that. But that'd be really, really nice if they do. Just add another one in the pool that people can pick up and could probably be a good character to use, and especially like versus the other legendary Super Saiyan Broly's. That's the thing, is like our LR one is he's good, but he's really, really shines versus the World Tournament mode. And then the other EZA one, pretty good. Links are pretty bad, but I digress. So we'll see. So last little thing here is that this is an LR that's coming. I wanted to talk about the implications on that. Since this is an LR, right? What this means is that, and this is, by the way, our first Dokkan Fest LR that is outside of a celebration, like an anniversary type celebration. So what this means is, going forward, since they've done it, since they've set the precedence, going forward at any point in time, we could very much so get more LR type banners that are festival exclusives, that are apparently coming out with their own Dokkan events. It sounds like this one is coming out with its own Dokkan event, and like normally, like, you know. So that hasn't happened outside of a celebration. So they've reserved it for the celebrations. I'm really curious about what their plan is, because right now we're starting to really get up there in LRs. And if they do this as well, we're going to get up there with more and more LRs. And they don't even add the previous festival exclusive LRs into the banners very often. Like the trio, the duo LR cards from last year made it into maybe 3 banners in a year maximum. I don't think it was much more than that, including the 3-year and 4-year anniversary banners. By the way, there was, like, I think only the Tanabata banner in between. Like, there was not a lot of opportunity to get those cards. So we'll see what happens whenever this turns out again. Like, and does this mean that we'll get a return for the SS4s? You know, it's been a few months, right? So I don't know what they're doing with that, but it just remains to be seen. So I've already been doing a little bit of speculation previously as it pertains to this trio of cards, and their like role in determining what the new card will be. So again, it does sound like it's a a new Sun, Goten, and Gohan card. So since that's the case, I'm very, very much so hoping that they're a hybrid Saiyan leader. That would be really, really nice. But it just really depends on if they go ahead and add Goku's name to the card. So the thing is with this is there's always been a debate in the community as far as this movie's concerned, like always, as long as I can remember, whether or not Goku is actually there. Because it's like Shenron seemed to help, right? Shenron seemed to hear this, and Goku seemed to be there, but also the normal, typical Shenron stuff didn't happen, you know? So if they're gonna play on that and add Goku's and not add Goku's name, that's a really big deal, right? And then what happens is it could be them two just normally doing their super attacks together, and then their active skill kicks in, and that's when Goku comes in, right? So we'll see what happens with that ultimately, but at least they'll have Goku's family and movie heroes in Majin Buu Saga. Other than that, I don't really know. Like, I don't know if they'll have Dragon Ball Seekers. Boys and Girls isn't going to be in there. Stuff like that. So, anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for more LR Festival exclusive units coming into the game? Would you like to see a specific one? What would you like to see the other card that is Awakening? 1 or 2? I don't know in particular. They did mention 2 cards, so I'm assuming that means 1. But anyways, would you like to see the other card be? What would you like for that to be? And that's it. So thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch all of you in the next one.